Marilyn Monroe died 51 years ago today. Historians have long written about the possibility she had a relationship with President John F. Kennedy. Nita Nair looks at a new book which claims Monroe actually called First Lady Jackie Kennedy to talk about it.
The long-rumored love affair between President John F. Kennedy and Marilyn Monroe is at the center of Christopher Anderson's new book, These Few Precious Days, The Final Year of Jack with Jackie. Presidential historian Doug Weed thinks Anderson's sensational revelations could well be true.
It's the sort of thing that's unbelievable but really happens in history. Some of these things we're uncovering right now will move from speculation to fact as time progresses.
Anderson writes that when Jackie first entered the White House, she feared she'd never see her husband. Instead, sharing both home and office meant that she saw Kennedy many times a day, eventually deciding the White House years were the happiest time of my life.
But this window used to be the door in the olden days.
But Anderson also reports that Jackie knew about all of JFK's women. He says the affairs upset her, but she was willing to turn a blind eye as long as he didn't publicly embarrass her. It was his relationship with Marilyn Monroe that seemed to bother her the most, in large part because Marilyn was a loose cannon who could go public at any time, causing a scandal that would obliterate her husband's reputation, destroy her marriage, and hold her up to public ridicule. He claims that Monroe, aware her career was fading, thought Kennedy would marry her. "Can't you just see me as First Lady?" she told a friend. Anderson says Monroe even called Jackie and told her of JFK's promise to marry her. Jackie was unfazed. "Marilyn, you'll marry Jack, that's great, and you'll move into the White House and you'll assume the responsibilities of First Lady, and I'll move out and you'll have all the problems." Weed says Jackie's acceptance of Kennedy's infidelity could be rooted in her relationship with the man she trusted most.
She was closest to her dad loved, adored her, and yet he had many infidelities in his life. So maybe she could come in some curious way to accept the fact that her husband, Jack, could love her and still be unfaithful to her.
For CBS This Morning, Vanita Nair, New York.
There's an endless fascination with the Kennedys, and certainly that relationship between the two of them.
Yeah. The other thing I noticed there, the president could never take a bad photograph.
Yes, and Jackie Kennedy as well.
Exactly.
Jackie Kennedy as well.
And that voice.
The voice. What a beautiful voice.